On a couple of occasions, I've found myself needing to attach a tube to a flat plate, and that's done by welding a washer inside the end of a tube with a nut on the inside of it so that you can thread a bolt into it. Normally I do all that with a small shim. Whoops, there it is. Inside of it to keep the washer centered so that when you thread the nut on, or when you try to screw the bolt back into the nut that's welded on, the threads aren't stuck up against one side or the other of the washer. What I'm going to try to do is make this piece do that for me, and also make this piece of aluminum so that it will hold the washer perfectly square at the end of the tube, so I can put 3 tack welds on it and not have to keep trying to square it up, tack weld it, square it up, tack weld it. Hope this works. All right, I bored a nice little hole through the center of it so that the bolt will fit through the center. Now what I need to do is make a depression that washer will sit in the end of this, and possibly end up with a little flange in the middle to actually hold the nut on center when I put the nut onto the washer. But if I don't get that part incorporated into this, I'll be all right. Let's see what happens. All right, one thing to keep in mind is I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. That's about an understatement. Everything I know about machining, I learned making round parts in, well, my drill press before I stepped in and saved this piece of machinery from the scrap bin. And we're not looking for perfect, we're just looking for close to perfect. Yep, nowhere near big enough on the outside diameter yet, but we'll sneak up on it. This doesn't have to be a precision fit, it's just got to fit. See how that looks. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to try to get it deep enough to where this stands up, probably that far out of the tube that I'm going to weld it to, so I've got a nice place to put a good bead. All this is precision measurement. Precision all the way. And if I go too far on this, I can always take a little bit off that outer lip. I let my outside diameter fall off a little bit. Oh. Let's get this out of here before it goes flying around. That's going to be it. It's going to be perfect. Just a little more. Just a little more. That's a machining term. Oh yes. So that part of it's good. All right, we're going all out here. Let's see if I can get this collar to fit in the middle of that, so it will center up the washer while I weld the nut on it. This will be a 1 tool for all parts of this procedure. Sometimes you got to ask yourself, do I feel lucky? All right, that's a pretty good guesstimation on depth. See how this fits in there. Looks good. And wow, that worked better than I could have imagined. And that will keep the bolt centered in the hole while I weld the nut on it so that the threads aren't stuck against one side or the other. So far, so good. Let's get this thing out of here, flip it over, and get some spacing on the back so the bolt can go down into it a ways. Well, now I got to take all these pieces out so that I can flip it over. They don't have to come out, but I think it's better safe than sorry. Safety third, you know. All right, so what I have to do now is when this bolt comes through, it has to be able to reach all the way up into the nut. So I need to cut some spacing on the back to get the right depth. Maybe I should make a measurement on that. Maybe I could just guess at it like I do everything else. Looks about right. Something like that deep. And I have to have enough room, of course, so a socket can get down in there. My motto, don't throw anything away. This little piece is the centerpiece out of the cone that I made from my tire changer. Go ahead and check out my tire changer build too. You may notice the bolt is a little longer than what it was before. That's because I got smarter. I don't have to cut all the way down in here. I just have to cut down in enough for the length of the bolt that I use to be able to let me have enough threads to get the threads all the way through the nut, so that when I weld the nut to the washer, weld splatter doesn't get on the inside of the threads. So this allows me to cut a lot shallower hole, which means I only have to have a hole about 1/4 inch deep. And I think I can make it 1/4 inch deep with the tools that I have. Put it in drive, then start it. Well, that seems deep enough. Let's see what it looks like. Now all I need is relief cuts in 3 different places, approximately 1/3 of the way around. I'm not going to take the time to divide this off perfectly, because that's just where I'm going to spot weld it to the end of the tube so that it's sitting perfectly square. And a quick changeover only takes seconds. Manpower. And there we have it. It's not perfect, but it's close to perfect. This is going to make putting those little nuts inside of the end of tubes very easy. Well, there it is in all its D-bird glory. Only thing to do now is test it and see if it actually welds a nut on center on the washer and if it'll hold it in the tube square. So let's do some welding. Well, there you go. You just need enough weld to hold your nuts while you torque them down. Well, one thing I can tell you, it makes a good heat sink. And that looks perfectly centered to me. The washer is just a little smaller than the inside of the tubing, so I'm still going to have to center that up by playing with it a little bit, but it's going to be a lot easier than trying to get on here with a square and square that washer up and magnets and all that stuff. If I wanted to make sure it was completely square, I could take small pieces of safety wire like this and just drop one in all three sides. The weld pulled the gap a little bit, but it'll be all right. And let's see if I can remember not to grab that piece of aluminum with my bare hand. Hey, that worked out. It fell off on its own. Well, because the first weld pulled it a little bit off center, I just thought I'd go ahead and try this little safety wire trick, and it works pretty good. Safety wire's a little snug, so a light tap on the end of this with a little hammer, and good to go. That ought to hold her straight. I think that's going to do it. Nice and square in the end, easy to install. All right, that worked almost better than I would have expected. I mean, it wasn't too hard to make. It took a little bit of time, but I think it was well worth it. It's going to make it a lot easier to get those nut plates centered up and squared up on the end of a piece of tubing. It's going to make a nice little addition to my scrap metal jigs and accessories from my welder. Just a little more. Just a little more. That's a machining term. I even put my helmet on before I set up this time. Oh. Too much pressure. Guess if a guy was smart, he would have put a pair of vice grips around that thing to hold it up, or some kind of clamp. Yeah, let's do that. And there you have it. It's not perfect, but that'll make getting your nuts centered up inside of a hole very easy. All right, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and as always, thanks for watching.